Hello, and welcome everyone to a free Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration and peace meditation with the Ogden Museum of Southern Art. Today, January 18th, 2021. My name is Mikhayla Harrell. I am an art and museum educator, a yoga and meditation instructor here in New Orleans, and it is an honor and a delight to be and sit with you today in this contemplative celebration of a great man and a collective unified vision of peace and equity. So today we will begin our presentation, our meditation, with a brief introduction about mindfulness, meditation, and the meeting of two really powerful souls, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Thich Nhat Hanh. And then I'll read an excerpt from a book by Thich Nhat Hanh called Love Letter to the Earth. It was published in 2013. And following this, we'll do a guided seated meditation, a peace meditation for 20 minutes together. And since this is a pre-recorded session, I encourage you to shoot us an email with any thoughts or feelings about the experience after the meditation. And you can reach us at online at ogdenmuseum.org. And then another helpful thing you might want to do for this is to just get a little notepad or pen and paper, pencil and paper, so that if anything comes up while you're doing this, you can just jot it down and continue with the contemplative practice, and then come back to that kernel that might have bubbled up to the surface while we're sitting together today. So this idea of mindfulness has been around for a very long time, but it's definitely come more to the surface of our attention in the Western world in the past 30 years. The idea of mindfulness meditation is that we sit or we walk or we do things with a quality of awareness that allows us to focus on being in the present moment and acknowledging exactly where we are without judgment. Mindfulness meditation has really proliferated across the globe thanks to the teachings of a wonderful man who we'll learn more about in a moment. The Ogden Museum of Southern Art has really hosted many incredible opportunities for meditation over the past year, particularly with their art and Zen experiences that happened every Wednesday, and now moving forward in 2021, we'll continue with a monthly meditation and art contemplative practice together. So please look for that in upcoming correspondences. So being mindful, being in the present moment, being conscious and aware of our breath, the sounds around us, right, the feelings and thoughts within us, the sensations in our body, and taking that awareness into a place of stillness and into a place of peace. So in 1966, a meeting of giants occurred between Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the then exiled Vietnamese Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. They met in Chicago and discussed community, peace, and freedom. Dr. King called him a friend and actually recommended him for the 1967 Nobel Peace Prize, which he won. Thich Nhat Hanh received that award. And the two men resonated because they really shared a vision for a more just world built on the foundation of nonviolence. So while we honor Dr. King today, I'd also like to make the offering to honor the living master and teacher Thich Nhat Hanh. He's 92, and he has returned to Vietnam and is living his final days in the temple where he was first ordained as a Buddhist monk as a teenager. And again, he really is he is the primary force behind the worldwide spread of mindfulness meditation over the past really 50 to 65 years in the world. So it's this superior honor for me to present a meditation today that pays homage to these giants of peace, justice, and freedom. And the theme that we'll be working with throughout this practice is how we cultivate peace within ourselves, our communities, and the planet as a whole. Thich Nhat Hanh, in his book Being Peace, states, "If we are peaceful, if we are happy, we can smile and blossom like a flower. And everyone in our family, our entire society will benefit from our peace." So if you haven't already, please take a comfortable seat. Sit upright in a dignified posture. Try not to lean back on anything if you're on a chair or a couch. Allow your shoulders to relax down your back, the sides of the neck to be long, and allow yourself to tilt your chin ever so slightly in towards your sternum. And feeling this posture, this upright holding of the self, give yourself a little more nourishment and support physically by just lightly drawing in the lower belly towards the back body. So just lightly, we're not gripping the belly in any way, but just lightly encouraging the lower belly to move back in space a little bit. And let's take a few breaths here. I'll ring a bell to signify some transitions throughout the practice today. I'll ring a bell and read an excerpt from one of Thich Nhat Hanh's books called Love Letter to Mother Earth, which was published in 2013. At the end of that excerpt, I'll read another bell and take us into a guided peace meditation. And at the end of that peace meditation, I'll again ring a bell and bring us into a place of closure together. Sitting in this posture of dignity, awareness, feel free to keep your eyes open or close them, whatever is comfortable for you. And we begin with this excerpt by Thich Nhat Hanh from Love Letters to Mother Earth. While the energy of our thoughts, speech, and actions is powerful, this energy is infinitely more powerful when we join together with others. When we come together as a group, with a common purpose and commitment to mindful action, we produce an energy of collective concentration, far superior to individual concentration. This energy further helps us to cultivate compassion and understanding. If we practice mindful sitting, walking, speaking, and listening together as a group, then everyone can feel the collective energy and everyone can receive nourishment and healing. This collective energy can lead to collective insight and collective awakening. Our collective compassion, mindfulness, and concentration nourishes us. But it can also help us reestablish Earth's equilibrium and restore balance. Together, we can bring about real transformation for ourselves and for the world. When we offer peaceful energy to ourselves, when we offer peaceful energy to others, we're nourished by the peaceful energy they reflect back. The collective energy strengthens and nourishes us, helping us to continue on our path of awareness. This is why we need to create a community of practice. If we practice on our own, we won't be able to generate sufficient collective energy or receive sufficient nourishment, thereby really depriving ourselves not only of this essential spiritual food, but also depriving others of our peaceful and compassionate energy. If you can sit in meditation on your own quietly and peacefully, that is wonderful. Even if no one else knows that you're meditating, the energy you produce is still beneficial. The beautiful, peaceful energy you create will go out into the world. But if you sit with others, if you walk and work with others, the energy you create is amplified. And you will have a lot more energy for your own healing and the healing of the world. It's too much for one person to do alone. Don't deprive the world of this essential spiritual food. So moving into our meditation now. Make sure you're in a quiet place where you can sit uninterrupted for some time. Find the dignity of your posture, that upright, composed, and open posture. Swallow, release any tension in the face, the jaw, the mouth. Let's take a few easy deep breaths through the nose. Just notice where your hands are in your lap and place your palms face down. Or if it's more comfortable, face up, you can do that. Or you can even cross one hand on top of the other, right on top of left. And on your next inhale, let your breath enter into your nose for a count of 6. Inhaling. Hold your breath at the top for a count of 4. And then exhale for a count of 6. And at the bottom of the breath, hold your breath again for a count of 4. Let's continue this cycle of breathing, inhaling for 6, holding for 4, exhaling for 6, and holding at the bottom of the breath for 4. We'll do this 4 more times on our own. Inhaling for 6, pausing at the top for 4, exhaling for 6, and pausing at the bottom for 4. Twice more. And as we practice this simple breathing exercise, just noticing the quality of the mind soften. Perhaps noticing your concentration increasing. Noticing the stillness and the peacefulness within you starting to grow and percolate. Let's do one last round together, inhaling for 6. Pausing for 4. Exhaling 6. And extending for 4 at the bottom. Good. Remembering that you can always come back to this breath count practice throughout the rest of our meditation. If you find that your mind is wandering, this will help you refocus your attention. Also, just a quick side note, I hope everyone was breathing through, both for the inhalation and the exhalation, through their nostrils and not through the mouth. If you need to breathe through the mouth, try and make your lips soft and make the opening quite small. The preference, though, is to breathe through the nose, and it helps you draw your attention internally. So as you allow yourself to become centered in this moment, use this technique of counting in your breath to enter into this place and time. And as you count and hold and breathe, let yourself become aware of your physical body in this moment. Noticing how it takes up space in your room, how the air feels against your skin, how the clothes feel on your body. And as you continue to breathe in this rhythmic fashion, you become even more aware of the world around you, even with your eyes closed. You may notice the sounds of the room around you, or you may just allow your awareness to be present with the space you're in. Being fully aware of your physical body and your surroundings. Now allow your breath to be at a pace that is comfortable to you. As you keep your awareness on your body, on the room around you, as you expand to also include any emotions or thoughts you may be having right now. Just observe them without judgment, as if you're watching a movie. Paying close attention to every detail with the physical sensations in your body, the emotions in your heart and in your mind, and the thoughts you are experiencing. And as you observe both your physical body, your emotions, your thoughts, and having an awareness of the world around you at this moment, and take a breath to accept it all as it is. Take a breath to accept it all as it is. In this moment, your only job is to accept. Whether the thoughts feel good or bad, it doesn't matter. In this space, all thoughts, feelings, and awareness are simply accepted. Our deepest inner peace comes when we are able to truly be present in this moment while accepting all that is as it is. I'll repeat that. Our deepest inner peace comes when we are able to truly be present in this moment while accepting all that is as it is. A great way to practice this is to simply be aware. Aware of your surroundings, your thoughts, and your feelings without judging them, without trying to change. Just breathing in and accepting everything as it is. Accepting everything as you are right now. Accepting it with love and compassion. There's no greater work that we can do. For these next few moments, practice this one on your own. Staying aware simultaneously of your thoughts and feelings, your physical body and the world around you, and just letting it be as if you are on the outside looking in with love and compassion. And with your awareness completely in the world around you, as well as on your internal landscape, without attachment to it, you may notice a light floating sensation in the body. As you detach from judging anything and just accept everything as it is. This light floating sensation is deep inner peace. There's nothing to change, nothing to chase. Simply all there is to be. And now sitting together, let's begin to focus our attention in the heart and the center of our chests. You can even place your right hand over that area of the body if that feels good. An invitation to physically connect hand to heart. Feeling your heart breathing into your hand, and the hand reflecting that energy back of nourishment and care deep into the seat of your heart, the seat of this inner peace. Preparing ourselves to transition from this meditation, but keeping this feeling of inner peace with you as you take a nice big inhalation and hold the inhale at the top of the breath. And when you're ready, let it go with an audible sigh. Let's slowly roll our shoulders, open and close the mouth. Wiggle our toes and our fingers, maybe even let our head drop from one side to the next. And take this feeling with you as you open your eyes and come back into your space. Notice what you see and hear around you. Notice the energy that we've created, both within us and collectively in this experience, and how that can be used in the vision of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Thich Nhat Hanh to collectively heal and transform our planet. Keeping this kernel of amplified peacefulness close enough that you can share with others around you. Thank you all so much for tuning into this meditation today in memory of the great peacemakers and leaders of our world, in particular, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., today and all days. Until next time, and in loving kindness, namaste.